Welcome back to my video. So this is the look that I decided to go with today. I don't know, I've just been inspired. Spring is here, the summer's almost here, and you know, there's just a lot of negative shit going on, and I just decided to do this cute lilac purple look just for the hell of it. And I just felt so inspired lately, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the look that I created for you guys, and thank you so much for watching. I'm using two different palettes. I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills and Norvina collection. It's this colorful palette that you see right here, and I'm gonna start off with this shade. They don't have any names, but it's called B1 in the crease. And I'm also taking a Anastasia Beverly Hills duo brush, and I'm gonna take it on the fluffier end and begin to blend it out in my crease. So if I look down, it's because I'm using the big mirror that comes with the palette. So first I pat on the color onto the crease like so, and then I begin to blend. So I pat it on because obviously the intensity of this color is amazing. I don't want it to diffuse, so I'm just patting it on to my crease, and then I'm gonna start to begin to blend the color out the way that I want it. Now with this process, I'm gonna use two brushes. So I'm using this one. Obviously I distributed the color onto my lid for the crease, and then I'm gonna go in with a clean brush, and this is my Morphe brush, Morphe M514, and I'm gonna use that to help diffuse it out even more. So now we're moving on to this shade right here, A2, and I'm going to also diffuse that into my crease, and I'm using the same brush that I used earlier. Now I'm not placing this entirely so much. I just want to blend in the two colors since I am going for a more lilac look. Because the area that is left with no eyeshadow, that's where I'm gonna do a cut crease. So I'm diffusing these two shades together because I just find that it looks so pretty. It's like a purple sunset. And then again, I'm gonna go back in with my M514. I'm gonna diffuse it even more because I'm using such intense colors. You have to make sure that they're blended out. FYI, I've been drinking, and this has been my choice of drink since I am on a diet. Making sure I don't lose track of my end goal. Okay, now we're moving on to the lid, and we're gonna cut it out. I'm gonna use my BH Studio Pro. It's like a flat tapered brush. It looks something like this, and I'm gonna go in with my Cover FX concealer in the shade G Medium 4. And I'm gonna use this to basically cut out my crease. You can use whatever concealer that you wish or you like. Now I'm gonna place this onto the lid like so. So I'm gonna just diffuse it out. Now I'm gonna look up, and wherever the concealer ends up, that's how I'm gonna use the guide to carve out the rest of my lid. So you see that little bit? You see how there's like a little gap? That's when I'm gonna start to carve out what I want to conceal, because that's where I'm gonna add my lilac eyeshadow. Now remember that this doesn't have to be so perfect. I'm just kind of going on with the flow. Make sure that you blend in, and depending on how intense and how far you want the cut crease to be, that's what you're gonna basically follow. And it's alright if it doesn't go as perfect as you want it to. So your lid should look something like this. It's cut out, not super perfect, but this is exactly what I wanted to do in order for me to add on the lilac shade that I want. And I'm gonna go in with this, like, it's a pretty chunky brush. It's perfect for compacting colors. It's the brush, it's my Ray Ray 8. So it looks like that. And I'm gonna go in with this glittery shade right here. It's very lilac-y. I love it. And I'm gonna just, everywhere that I set the concealer, I'm gonna place that this shade. So I look down and close my eye and I start to pack it on. You wanna use a compact brush because if you use a blending brush, it's not gonna pick up any product. And I'm patting it. I'm not swiping it. I'm not brushing it across. I'm basically patting it. So now the eyelid should look something like this. I know it looks crazy. It looks a bit messy. If you see that with a brush, whatever brush it is that you have, and you see that it's not really picking up, oh my God, I have eyeshadow. And you see that it's not really picking up anything on the brush, you can always use your finger. The warmth of your finger is gonna make a glittery shade or a shade that has shimmer in it basically kind of come out and be a lot more opaque the way that you choose for it to be. So now I'm gonna pick up this brush again and I'm gonna go back in with this shade here, A2, this purple shade, and I'm gonna blend that into the crease area. And that's how you're gonna start to carve out and making it a little bit more neater. So I'm using the more dense side of the brush to place it exactly where I want. Then I'm gonna go in with the more fluffier end of the brush, and then I'm gonna start to blend even more. And like I said, the color, the first pinkish, like that violet color, and this beautiful purple shade is gonna make it look like a sunset carved out eye. Then I'm gonna go back in with my M514 brush because it doesn't technically have anything, even though it has residue from the other eye. It's gonna help me diffuse out the color even more and carve it out better. So you see how it's starting to look like the other eye a bit. And always remember, I've said this before and I'm always gonna say it, the more you blend, the more you have to pack on. So this lilac shade underneath is gonna be disappearing because of the blending that I'm doing. But that's okay, because we're gonna blend and pack. Blend and then pack. So I'm gonna go back in with my Ray Ray brush and I'm gonna go into that lilac shade. And then I'm gonna pat up again. So that's as intense as I want it to be. Okay. And now for the fun part. I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop gel liner. Okay, so that's how it should look now. And like I said, it's gonna come all together. Okay, okay. So now I'm gonna use another eyeshadow palette. This is the Sweet Violet from Violet Voss, and it looks so pretty. It's small, it's a travel size, and it looks like this. And I'm gonna take this shade to blend out my crease at the bottom, my under eye, I should say. So this shade, it's like in the pan, it looks very opaque, but it's so pretty and like very pale. So it goes with the vibe that I'm trying to portray right now. So what I do, hack it on. We're gonna move into the crease again. So with the same gel liner that I have here, I'm gonna use to basically carve out where I have the lilac shade in my crease. And that's how I'm gonna use to kind of like carve out the shape that I kind of wanted. I don't know if you guys can really see. On the other eye, it has like a weird swoop. And that's what I'm doing. the gel liner is like the same color except for it not having any shimmer as the lid color. So it looks like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with the Morphe and blend that out a bit. I'm gonna pick up my Anastasia, the dense part, and where I jotted down that lilac shade for the gel liner, I'm gonna add a little bit purple eyeshadow on it. And blend. Always remember to blend. So it should look something like that. Let me get closer for you guys to see. And then I'm gonna go back in with my lilac gel liner. We're gonna move into the inner corner of our eye, and with this MAC, I don't even know. This is the brush. This is how it looks. I'm gonna pick up that lilac shade that I dusted all over my lid, and I'm gonna put that into my inner corner. So now I wanna move on to highlighter. And I don't want to use the regular highlighter that I always use because this is a pastel look and it's more like lilac-ish. I want to go into this Sephora Pro palette. And again, I'm going to be careful because now that I see how opaque this is, some real shit. And I want to take this shade here. It has some, I don't know if you guys can see the iridescent. So it's picking up on camera like, I don't know, like a bronze mixed with like white sheen glitter, but in person like it has like this iridescent feel to it. And I'm gonna pick that up with my Morphe 510 brush, looks like this, and see how it applies. I want to keep it in the same family. Oh shit, damn it, this is so freaking intense. It's insane. It's a pretty ass highlighter. Oh, it's pretty. I'm gonna just apply that. I ain't going nowhere. I just want to have fun with this makeup look. If you're like very like, screw it, I'm gonna go out looking like a goddamn galactic princess, you go for it. I am just very bored and sick and tired of just staying home, so why not do a makeup look? A fun one at that, right? Right. Okay. Let me show. So I applied that at the apples of my cheeks. You know what? I'm gonna pick up the brush that I contoured with, and I'm just gonna dust that off a bit, just to blend it in a little bit. It is so pretty. Oh my god. You know what? I'm just gonna go in with this contour shade here. It's called Jet Setter, and I just want to intensify my contour. What? No. What? This, guys, this is very intense. Hold the phone. My holy line. You know what? We can work with it. We can work with it. How? I don't know, but we can work with it. Where there's a will, there's a way. All right, so now we're moving on to lips. And I'm gonna go in with Plumberry 7.5. Wait, what is this? Lip liner. I can't speak. It's my 715 Plumberry lip liner from Wet n Wild. So it looks like this. Playful today. I have this Maybelline matte liquid lipstick. It's in Romantic 30. I'm gonna apply this in the middle, and I'll blend it out with my finger. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I think it's cute. It's adorable. I don't know, I like it. So I hope you guys loved it, and just like this video, comment anything that you guys would like to see next, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Until the next video, peace.